Stay lost, live free. There I was sitting in a nursing home in Ohio, mask on, holding my father's hand. My phone kept buzzing with messages from my clients and the business I was trying to build down here in the Keys. My brother was just diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. My mom was healing from her back surgery. And me? I was 1,000 miles away from home, just trying to hold everything together. I spent the last 25 years as a financial advisor, helping people plan for their future. When to retire, where to vacation, how to meet their goals. I thought that if you just had a good plan, life would just fall into place. Follow the plan, and you'd be free. But then 2020 happened, and everything fell apart. I was stuck between two worlds, the life I was creating and the one I was desperately trying to hold on to. I kept pushing and trying to make everything work, and no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't hold everything together. That's when the keys and Stay Lost, Live Free started speaking to me. The keys didn't care about my schedule. The tides rolled whenever they wanted, and the sunsets definitely didn't wait on my approval. And I realized that if I just stopped fighting and surrender, even for a moment, I found what I've been searching for my whole life. Not in my plans, but in letting go of them. I started to hear this down here as well with people we're speaking to. From conks, to bartenders, to visitors who never left. And in their stories, I kept hearing the same thing over and over. They stopped trying to control everything and started to go with the flow. To let go of their maps, and they found something real. Not in what they owned, but in what they let go of. Not in places, but in people. Like Maria. She came here searching for that Instagram version of paradise. Well, when that all fell apart, she started rescuing turtles. Lived in a small house. Laughed more than most millionaires I know. She told me once, I found paradise when I stopped trying so hard to find it. And when I let go of who I thought I was supposed to be, I found who I really am. Man, that hit me hard. Because how many of us here today are living someone else's dream and never stopping to ask, what does my own dream look like? Then there was this guy outside the bait shop sitting on a folding chair. I walked up to him one day and asked, where's the best place to catch something big around here? He nodded, looked at me and said, maps can only show so much. The best roads are the ones untouched. He wasn't talking about fishing. He was talking about life. And he wasn't chasing paradise. He was living it from the inside out. Then there's Captain Jack. That dude came here for a 2-week vacation and he never left. I asked him why one day, and he says, everyone that moves here has this moment where you fight keys time or you surrender to it. Jack surrendered. And he found the kind of wealth that no bank account can measure. Now, I just didn't understand this at first. So one afternoon, I left my phone in the car, went and sat on the dock with no agenda. Just water, wind, birds, and the occasional sploosh of a pelican dive bombing its lunch. And I just sat there. I paused and realized that I was starting to let go. And man, did that feel good. So maybe that's why on my next trip down to Key West, it felt a little bit different. It felt like a slow unfolding. I was starting to let go. So I flew into Miami, rented a car, and started that same drive south. But it was just different this time. I drove through Florida City, and there's a big green sign that said, Key West, straight ahead. And I just exhaled like I'd been holding my breath all my life. I rolled past that big blue wall, 18 miles of sky, salt air, and mangroves. Passed right through Key Largo. Didn't even stop. A little further down on the left, the sandbars of Isla Morada. Boats were scattered across the sea of blue. Further down the right, Robbie's Marina. Tourists were feeding the tarpon. You could almost hear the laughter from the children. And then came the bridge, the 7-mile bridge. A road floating above a sea of water. Just you, the sky, and water as far as you can see. I rolled down my window and let the salt air whip throughout the car. And just past halfway across, there he was, Fred the tree. No soil, no shelter, just standing alive and free. I smiled and waved as I passed because honestly, Fred got it. By the time I reached mile marker 0, I wasn't the same man that left Miami. I dropped my bags, walked down to Mallory Square to catch the sunset. And as I was sitting there, as the sun was dropping into the ocean, I realized the ones that were doing best down here, they weren't the ones with the plans. They were the ones that had learned to let go. They had surrendered. Paradise isn't something you find. Paradise is something you become part of. And the keys and stay lost, live free, it now became more than just a phrase to me. It became a philosophy. A way of navigating not just keys, but life itself. To stay lost isn't about not knowing where you're going. It's about being open to find something better along the way. To live free isn't about dropping your responsibilities. It's about It's not about dropping your responsibilities. It's about focusing on what fills your heart and not what fills your calendar. It's about carrying your compass inside and not following someone else's map. My father passed away last August. The lessons he left me: be present, love big, and don't quit. My brother's still fighting the fight, and Mom's still hanging on strong as ever. Life didn't get wrapped up in a neat little package. But somehow, just showing up every day, that was a real miracle. And maybe that's why Stay Lost, Live Free means so much to me today. Because maybe that's how we save these islands. Not by selling paradise, but showing people how to find it in themselves first. Because when they do that, they stop trying to own these islands and they start trying to protect them. They stop being a tourist and they start being a steward. But the keys are changing, and they're changing fast. Tourism's booming, but the heart and the soul of this place is slowly fading. Locals are getting priced out and nature's getting squeezed. And everywhere you look, somebody's trying to sell paradise. But here's the truth. You can't package a tide. You can't sell a sunset. You can't own freedom. The moment we stop trying to make paradise fit our schedule is the moment we may actually find it. Out there and in here, where our lives can take us to places we never thought possible. Now the keys taught me this. Not in the words, but in the tides. Not in the lessons, but in the presence. When we carry that little bit of, when we carry the philosophy with us, of Stay Lost, Live Free, we carry a little piece of the magic of the keys with us wherever we go. Out there and in here. And maybe, just maybe, that's how we save paradise. And that's what it means to stay lost, to live free. Thank you.